Good morning. Welcome to Country Needleworks and our Monday Marketplace. I'm Sue.
And I'm Pam.
And today we're doing a little bit different. We like to mix it up for you guys, keep you on your toes, keep us on our toes. Today we're going to do what we're going to call our Hat Chat episode.
Yeah.
We have so many great hats, and it's a little bit cooler today and we're getting ready for hat season. So we thought we would talk about some of our favorite new models that we have in the store. Pam's going to go over the crochet options. I'm going to talk a little knitting and just share with what we have here.
Yeah.
Sound good?
It'll be fun.
Good.
Got your coffee?
We got our coffee.
It's a chat.
We got some cookies from our friend Jennifer, so we're ready to go.
Yes, let's do this.
So it's still November.
It is.
And we, of course, love a pumpkin hat because, come on, every baby should be a little pumpkin head. So this pattern is called Pumpkin Spice Hat. It is a knit hat. I made it out of our Uptown worsted, the color pumpkin, of course. And then we've got this great green to go with it. Really simple hat, uses a fun technique here, kind of like not a cable, but you actually switch the stitches as you go through to make that fun little design element there. Tendril and a little leaf on there.
That's
How cute
adorable.
is it? It is adorable.
It is,
So
darling.
that is the pumpkin spice hat, one of our models that we've had for a while, but super cute, and every baby should have that one,
Yes.
or toddler, or adult, all sizes.
Sure.
Next we have, this is the feather brushed hat. Such a cute
Love it.
pattern. Yeah, it has some, it looks almost like some lace work in there, and this we did in or had done in our Emma's DK, which is a beautiful yarn that has 75% wool, 25% acrylic,
And of course,
or nylon.
nylon. And of course, it needs a pom-pom.
Yes, so we've
And
got
we
a
have a huge
selection of pom-poms. So that one I think is adorable. Use one skein, less than a skein, so that'd be perfect. And finally, we have, this is the Drover and Classer, and I think Pam
I did that.
knit that one up. That one, tell us about when you made that, Pam.
It is such a simple classic hat. It just takes one skein. We made it out of the primrose to show how the primrose changes its colors. It's very similar to the crazy that we had, or to other gradient yarns that
Right.
are out there. It has so many fun colors, but the actual hat itself is just a very simple hat. And you start with your ribbing and you just work up to your decreases. Anybody can make that on.
Beginner hat.
Oh, perfect.
Definitely.
Perfect beginner hat. One skein, and again, a cute pom-pom to just top it off.
You gotta have
And
the pom-pom.
we love pom-poms.
Yeah, and that primrose yarn does all the magic striping, and it's just fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It is fun to watch it go. So that makes it easy and fast.
Yeah.
Because you're excited to see what the next color is going to be.
And
when
it's just
you're,
beautiful.
It is. It's pretty. We have lots of beautiful colors of primrose.
But the primrose, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Pam, take us to the crochet hats on our hat chat.
We're
this
not
morning.
forgetting about you crochet people. So this model was made for us. This one is made out of a worsted weight yarn.
okay.
So we made it out of the Rios because it shows the texture and the coloring. That yarn is just a lovely yarn. With this hat, you start at the top. And again, it's very simplistic as far as the crochet stitches go, and you increase as you work it around. There's a lot of variation in this hat. You can make it longer to be more of a slouchy.
Oh, okay.
This one is just shorter to be a beanie. And then the crochet has what we call a ribbing. It's a crocheted ribbing, but it also replicates the knitted ribbing around the brim.
The brim?
To just hold it on.
That's cute and really shows off the pretty Rios.
It does. Rios is great with the different color tonals that are in it. If you wanted, you could put a pom-pom on this one.
Oh, sure.
We just
And that's
did
called the
not.
Lakeside Beanie.
This is
It's
called
a free pattern from us.
Yes, thank you. And then this one here is a pattern. It's called the Square Scramble Slouchy.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
And it's kind of fun because granny squares are just making a huge comeback. So this one is made out of larger granny squares and small granny squares, very size inclusive. There's a lot of sizes.
Really? Different sizes?
You can just add more granny squares to make it bigger, or you make smaller ones. After you make all your granny squares individually, you do have to put them together. But
Okay.
it's with a slip stitch of crochet, so it's not like sewing. It goes very fast. There's a little chart that has it all laid out.
Oh, nice.
And then for the back, you just make a round granny square.
Okay.
And
we call that a granny squirt. A circle. So I
that
tried
what
to
it
say
is?
a granny
Granny?
squircle, but a granny circle.
and then you just attach it to it, and the whole thing comes together. And because of the detail of all of the stitches. I did not put a pom-pom on that. I didn't want it to,
Didn't need it.
no, to take away. The yarn that we used for this is the Sirdar Jewel Spun. And you can actually make 2 hats out of one skein because there's so much yardage here. But I kept the skein kind of broken apart. There's so many colors that hide inside the layers of this Jewel Spun. This is what the skein looked like that I made this hat from. And who would have guessed that there's this coral and orange tucked inside?
Yep.
So it was a fun hat to make because it was a surprise. I didn't change any colors. I just went and did. And then here the skein too has beautiful aqua inside, but if you look deep inside, there's some greens and yellows and pinks. So
that is awesome. It's
that
kind of
makes
like
it
the primrose. You don't know, but this, I never would have guessed how it would turn out. It's when Pam brought this into us, I was like, that is fantastic. It's just a cool
it's
hat.
just fun. So it's the little squares, and then it just has a little bit of ribbing around the edge.
Around the edge,
Yeah,
That is fantastic. I love that.
That's fun.
That is fun. You know, I am working on a new hat, store model, because we love to do those. And this is Petite Knits, the Oslo hat. It's a very basic beanie kind of hat. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a dock worker or something like that. But people are loving this, making tons and tons of them. So I thought this would be fun to make for the store. And I'm using our yarn, our Sans Garn, a new yarn for us, which is a fingering weight Sunday is what it's called. Sunday is the name of the yarn. And then the mohair to go with it. But the reason I'm bringing this up during our hat chat is you make a brim. It's like a double brim on this hat. And I am very early. I have to be honest. I just cast this on last night while my husband was watching football. I am casting this on. So it uses a provisional cast on, which normally I do the crochet. And because I'm not a crocheter, Pam is the crochet expert, I always mess it up and it doesn't zip off right. And I had read, or I had actually seen, a video about using our Purl strings, which are those clever little cords.
Yes.
I don't know if they're nylon or what they are, but they're like a little cord. And the way that they work is they're a tube and you put it over the end of your needles and then you could pull it through. But you can use these Purl strings as a provisional cast on.
That's smart.
Yeah, it is smart and easy to do. So I am very early in the process right now, but instead of putting it on waste yarn and having to unzip it, and mine never unzipped properly, I can just put it on here. When I've got my brim as wide as I need it, I'll just slide a needle in there and then knit 2 together.
And you don't have the bulk of the extra needle hanging from it. It's lightweight.
Lightweight.
And so we carry those in the store because, of course, we will.
We will. And they're fantastic for trying on sweaters. I encourage everybody to get them. You just hook your needles in and you pull it through, and then you can try your sweater on, take it off, put your sleeves on hold. They're fantastic. So cannot say enough good things about the Purl strings.
Yes, we have them in a couple different sizes. Of course, lots of different colors.
Perfect stocking stuff for planning ahead.
I was just going to say, it would be a great Christmas gift. No, that's awesome. So we just gave you some ideas. It's getting to be cold and it's going to be hat season. These are one skein things. They're easy to do.
Fun.
And again, we're always trying to inspire you for some Christmas gifts because we know it's coming soon.
Yeah.
And so if you have any questions, you may stop in and ask us. You can call the store at 616-457-9410 or email us at sales@countryneedleworks.net. And until next time, happy making.
Yeah, thanks for joining us for our hat chat. Bye-bye.